SFC fans react. I'm Shaun Middleton, and today, after the 2-0 victory on Good Friday against Cardiff City, you thought that Sunderland would turn the corner and they would finish the season strong. The visitors this afternoon to the stadium night was Blackburn Rovers, who haven't. I'm pretty sure they haven't won for a while. It's been an absolutely abysmal display by Sunderland. Nothing there. It's been the same thing as what's happened all season. Young kids not knowing what to do. A couple of goals goes in and their heads go down. It was 2-0 at Blackburn early doors, and then you thought at half time there's a chance that Mike Dodds could change things around. Then what happens? Blackburn can't score the third and then get a fourth. I've come out, Sunderland score, but it's now Sunderland 1, Blackburn Rovers 5. So another heavy defeat for Sunderland. And obviously it was confirmed by Nick Barnes on the radio earlier that KLD has taken out a £20 million loan. What that means, we'll find out in the next few weeks, but that doesn't look good to me at all. But I'll try and speak to Nick Barnes as well as he comes out. Could you please like, share and subscribe? Our channel is absolutely free. It doesn't cost a penny. Trying to get a 5k. Well, enjoy your nights. It's going to be down, isn't it? It's not great. Not a very good feel factor at Sunderland Football Club at the moment. It just continues. We need a coach in now rather than at the end of the season. We need him in ASAP. Bye for now. Stephen Hensel is on SFC Fans React. Stephen, gutless, pathetic display by Sunderland this afternoon. Sum it up.
Is that how you want to call it? Because
go ahead. Speak your mind, Steve.
If I could speak German, if I could speak any other language, I would call it a lot worse. At the end of the day, for the first 20 minutes, I thought happy days. I'll be honest with you, I got offered double time today at 2 o'clock to go into work, and I refused to go because I was coming here. Yeah. I wish I went to work.
No, you can't.
Don't tell my lass because she doesn't realise I got offered double time today. You know what I mean? But what annoys me is after the third goal, all the fans started again. After the fourth goal, there was maybe 10,000 left in. After the fourth goal, and I was there right to the end because I just wanted to miss the traffic. And there was about 5,000 in there of Sunderland fans. And you all do this, you all walk out of disappointment, but where are you at the end of the game? I've just been escorted by the police because I wanted to say my piece to KLD and to Speakman, because at the end of the day, what Speakman done, everybody, I love Michael Bowers. Michael Bowers is a brilliant bloke, but me and Michael Bowers disagree.
Totally disagree, yeah. That's fine.
Disagree.
That's fine, but like you see, you've got your opinion, just keep on.
And I've got my opinion. Yeah. And at the end of the day, I wanted to tell Speakman what I thought of my opinion. He was at Birmingham City before us. I can't remember Birmingham City smashing the leagues. I can't remember Birmingham City being top of the league. I can't remember Birmingham City smashing in the Premier League. And that's the club he's come from. So how anybody can defend that and defend how we play today is unacceptable to my eyes. Until Speakman Gans and until KLD sees everything, now it's going to happen at this football club. He come out the other day saying that the Ukraine striker, what's he called? Rustin? Russon, is an experienced championship player.
He's not.
I'm an experienced porn star if he's experienced. But no, it's true though, isn't it? It's too strong. And at the end of the day, while they're in the management of our club, these stewards who escort me away, and I know I shouldn't have done it, but I wanted to speak my mind, but the police come and they knew what I was up to, and they all escort me. They're all on minimum wage. He doesn't care about the club. All he cares about is selling Clark in the summer for 30-40 million, then putting 5 million back in the club. He's already come out saying we've got experience in Luke O'Nien, Dan Ballard, Patrick Roberts. So if he's saying they're experienced players, it shows you that he will not bring more experienced players in. And as today's football's gone, if there wasn't beer in the Stadium Light, I probably would have left because there's beer in the Stadium Light. But no, that's not funny though, son, because I spent 60 quid. I spent 60 quid of my own money. I've had 2 pies, curry and chips, and a bloody pizza.
If you couldn't drink beer on the Sunderland away games, you wouldn't get people going these dedicated supporters who go all the way up there in the country.
Yeah, they wouldn't go. But that makes me laugh. Oh, look at all these Sunderland fans who've gone away. We've got the London branch, we've got the Birmingham branch, we've got the Scottish branch, we've got the Leicester branch, we've got the Yorkshire branch. Yeah. Who's seeing them 3,000 Sunderland fans are actually from fucking Sunderland? They're not the one. You know what I mean? Go on. See, that's all the divvy ones who's had too much to drink and been on the sniff. But at the end of the day, us loyal fans like me, Shaun, Michael Bowers, everybody who wants to come on this channel, it annoys us because we will be here next season, and that's what the thing annoys us, that if Speakman doesn't go, it's just going to be the same old shit like the day was. At the end of the day, if we go 1-0 down, if you watch any match in the last 10 games, we go 1-0 down, our hands go. The only reason we played well against Cardiff is because we got that early goal. We got that penalty, and I got to admit, we rattled him. And I thought even in the second half we was on the game because we knew we was 2-0 up. We was happy. Whereas we was 2-0 down at half time here, we come out like the losing side. As soon as we start losing, Shaun, that's it. We need. We didn't know what to do.
It's all full of kids in it.
Exactly.
And
we're not asking Speakman or KLD to go and get fucking 5, 6, 7, 8, 30-year-olds. All we're asking is to get four experienced Championship players. Experience, because at the end of the day, if you get him from abroad, you get him from Europe or whatever, and seeing, oh, well, he's 25, he's experienced, but he's not experienced in the Championship. 09, brilliant player, he's not experienced in the Championship. Even though I can't fault him this season, he's experienced, but he's not experienced in the Championship. And what we need to do in the summer, Shaun, is to buy experienced players. And I'll tell you now, Speakman, I'm not buying a season ticket next season, and I'll hold my hand on that. But I'll come to games. Unlike them, look at them sniff heads. They're all over the sniff. You know what I mean? Shouldn't say that, like, but they are in the Shaun anyway. You know what I mean? And that's what annoys us, because he knows we're going to fucking turn up, and that's what pisses off. Michael Bowers is going to turn up next season. You're going to be here, ain't you, Shaun? You're going to be here. We can't help it. We cannot help it. But all we ask KLDs, get rid of Speakman. Take a different sort of plan. Michael Bowers is shaking his head. He's shaking his head. He's fuming. But at the end of the day, I do, and I see how 100% sure, but he's not. Sorry, Michael. But Michael, is KLD going to sell?
No chance.
Nah. And you're going to have your say with. Sure. That's my opinion, and
no, he just said everyone he loves you to bits as well. I totally disagree on the opinions, but that's which you
like we've always said, Michael, we respect each other's opinions, don't we? You know what I mean?
That's the way it should
and
be,
that's the way it should be. And at the end of the day,
some of it is though.
Speakman or whoever, Steve Harvey's brought players in, but he's brought too many young players in for my liking. At the end of the day, you've seen it this season that more of our experienced younger players have been injured, so it's our less experienced younger players who's come in and they haven't been up to standard. If we had 3 or 4, I would have Goose back next season. I would have Goose back next season.
Danny Batt went.
Exactly.
Gooch, 3 experienced lads, and they've let them go.
Exactly.
Penny pinching, that's why.
But also, Shaun, are they playing first team football? They are. All of them are playing first team football. And I would have Gooch back. You got to remember Gooch, his missus is red and white diehard. His missus, mum and dad, are massive Sunderland fans. So he knew what it meant for Sunderland. But also he had the experience for when we went 1-0 down. This young team hasn't got experience for when we go 1-0 down. So at the end of the day, we need at least, I'm going to say, five 25 plus players who's got the experience, but KLD and Speakman's not going to bring that in because it's going to break the model, and they are not going to go against that model.
I'll tell you something now, if they didn't break the model, they're going to lose a lot of fans.
Well, I'll tell you what, they're not bringing out, right, what's it been, a week, 2 weeks since the season tickets been released.
Yeah.
Obviously, last season, if you look at last season, they come out saying 20,000 season tickets have been sold already. They haven't come out with that already, have they? So
I think they'll wait until the season's finished.
I know the season's finished, but at the end of the day, you got to think season tickets buy early bird. It's only 30 quid difference. It's only like if you don't buy it now, you're only on a 30 pound difference when it's in the expensive zone. So yes, it might bump up if the show prospect, but you cannot buy European players and say they're going to hit the ground running in this league. And I'll stick by it. And can you remember during lockdown, me and you, Shaun?
Yeah.
We called Phil Parkinson, wasn't it? And everybody called me and you, didn't we? Can you remember? We were in the pub in the town, and we were saying, "Get the fucker out, he's shite." And everybody called me and you. What happened? He got sacked, and we got a better manager, and we progressed. But everybody who sticks up for Speakman, what did we do in the League One? We didn't smash League One.
Just you scraped.
We scraped through. We scraped through.
I think Alex Neil was a big part of that, wasn't he?
Exactly. Alex Neil was a big part. We did not scrape. We did not smash League One and hit the, went up as champions. We scraped through the skin of our teeth up to the championship. First year in the championship, we got into the playoffs with the least points ever recorded in the championship. So since Michael Bowers says it's been brilliant since KLD and Speakman's, has it? No, we've been lucky. We've been lucky. We, at the end of the day, that championship last season, 2 seasons before that, we wouldn't have got in the playoffs with that points. That's the way you got to look at it. And like I said to you before, Shaun, what has Speakman done at Birmingham? I can't remember Birmingham tearing up the league. And today, I stayed. And this is to you, KLD and Speakman. You can't do now, but I've lost 200 quid today. It was double time. I could have gone into work double time, but I've got my ticket for the match. And I was like, no, I've got my ticket for the match. So I've lost double time today. You know what I mean?
You chose someone you love
over my work. And unfortunately, it's bit me in the arse, Shaun. And I can't wait for Michael to
have his
say and call me. But he's a lovely, and I love him to bits. But we're
he's totally mad away from
it's just like I love you, Shaun. You know I do, and like I said, I love Sunderland Football Club, and things are never going to change. Like, you know what I mean?
You think while these are in charge, they're never going to change?
I don't think, and I'm dreading next season if he doesn't get 3 or 4 experienced players for next season.
Could be an relegation battle.
I do. Clark's away, isn't he?
Clark will be away. I think Ballard will be away.
Yeah.
Daniel's possibly in Patterson.
Daniel's going to Liverpool.
You think?
Well, look at Liverpool, Everton. They love all the Sunderland players, don't they?
The academy graduates
all our Sunderland players seem to go to Everton or Liverpool, so I can see Daniel going to Everton or Liverpool, and Daniel's come out. I think Daniel's away anyway because he's already called it, hasn't he? He told him that the dressing rooms, one of his interviews, he went, the dressing rooms die because we haven't got any experience. So he's already really called the owners out.
Big summer ahead for this club, owner.
So big summer ahead. And I say to people that it's only probably £30 more for your season ticket if you wait. And I would what you call it here, pray to you to wait until see what we get, to give him a message, because you all walked out today, but that's no message because you've already paid for your ticket. But if all you people walked out today instead of just walking off to the pub and come round to the main entrance and let them fucking they might have got the message, but you all just left like always, and that's what upsets us the most, Shaun. Sorry for babbling on, Shaun. You know what I mean. You know I'm passionate, and I love my club. I love my city. I'm a Waysider first. I'm not English. I'm a Waysider. That's what I was. I'm born in Wayside. I'll die a Waysider. And this club represents where I'm from. we're not Newcastle. We haven't got an ice hockey team. We haven't got a rugby team. We haven't got fucking a rugby team or fuck all, have we? And plus we can afford colour TVs. That's why we play in red and white as well. But let big old Michael Bowers get on. He hasn't kept his clean sheet today, so he'll be raging. I'll be speaking to Graham, you know, Graham Folk and the Folk podcast. I do it.
Take your time there, Steve.
Thank you very much, Shaun. All the best, man. All the best. Cheers.
Right. Darren Leach is on SAFC Fans React. Darren, where have you come from today? You tell us off camera.
We've come from Middleton, 6 o'clock this morning, as we do every week when the lads are playing. Yeah. We get on the train, we come through York and then down to Middlesbrough and then we come through here. And it's a long journey. 12 o'clock in night tonight when we get back.
6 o'clock in the morning. Yeah. 6 o'clock in the morning we'll be setting off to come and watch the lads every weekend. Yeah. And honestly today, shocking. Yeah. Credits to Chris Rigg, 16 years old. He was good today. Yeah, but we come every week, set off 6 o'clock in the morning and we're just shocking.
We're just as though the lads didn't turn up today, like that's it.
They didn't turn up, but that squad is lacking experience-wise heads, and it's full of kids. You cannot get promoted with an average age squad of 21.9, 22. You can't. 22-year-old, you can't do it. Now, it's just this is going to keep on happening. But this summer is a massive summer. KLD, I mean, have you heard the rumours about him taking a 20 million being confirmed on Newcastle, BBC Newcastle by Nick Barnes confirmed 20 million.
They need to do something, to be honest with you. At the end of the day, we're like supporting the club for a long time. And something needs to happen because we're coming from all over the country and all over the world and we're just not getting what we expect to get from the club. Yeah. I've been supporting the club for 45 years now. Yeah. And we need to get something. That's it. We do.
I mean, I think the head coach has got to be appointed now rather than later. I think there's 7 games to go. I think there's a 7 or 6 or something. Yeah. And we need to get the head coach in now so that he can see what he wants and what he wants to keep in summer.
What are they waiting for? That's the problem. What are they waiting for?
Well, if the probably be penny pinching, I mean, and there's rumours of Higginbottom. Well, he's free there, so he's no competition. Yeah. He's got 2 promotions on his CV. Will Still's free in this summer. Maybe they've got the eyes set on him. But whoever they bring in needs to have to see it on the transfers, and he's got to bring his own background stuff in. Yeah. Need to get rid of Mike Dodds and all that. He's proved he's not good enough. I think Speakman possibly is outstayed his welcome now. I think the fans has had enough of him.
Where's the rumours of Keenan Solskjaer?
Well, I think it's just rumours.
I know it is rumours.
Roy Keane would never, ever in a million years work with these. He would never in a million years. He would want to see on everything. Yeah, he wouldn't want to be told what to do by a 26-year-old.
You can't be backroom managed. You know what I mean? So bring somebody in for it. You know, we need somebody who's a big influence.
A big character like a Big Sam or a Roy Keane. Yeah,
definitely.
I agree with you.
We need them.
I agree with you.
Because it's no good putting all these mediocre managers in and doing whatever. Look what's happened. Yeah. And we've gone backwards. So
we're going backwards. That's exactly what's happening. We're 11 points in safety, and thank God we're not going to go down now. No. But you're looking downwards. You're not looking upwards. You're looking down, aren't you? And that performance is there. It's gutless, mediocre.
It's put the icing on the cake today. I'll be honest with you. You know, with the amount of travelling we do, it was shocking today.
We turned it round on Saturday, to be honest, but
proving
today we haven't. No, and we're just the same.
Well, everybody thought we'd turn the corner on Friday when we won. We thought, we might end the season on a strong note, and that's just proof of day that
2-0 win away from home, and today we've just proven that we're the same old Sunderland, haven't we?
Yeah, definitely.
So shocking.
What would you like to see happening in the summer?
What would you think?
To get us all Sunderland back, a good clear out, and let's start from the bottom again. We've come into the Championship. Let's get rid of some people and let's start again. We're in the Championship. We're not going to go into the Premiership and be a force. You can see that from Sheffield United and Burnley. Burnley killed the league last year. And they've done nothing in the So I think we need to have a clear out and just bide us time in the Championship for a few seasons. Establish a club, get the fans behind everybody, and just, move forward.
But I think you've got to think, like, next season will be our 3rd year back in the Championship. Surely we've got to start looking at trying to get in that top 6 and compete, because we're a million miles away at the moment, aren't we?
But
a million miles away. Clark's going to go in the summer, Ballard's going to go, Dan Neil, Patterson possibly,
to be honest with you, the way some of them played today, they all want to go. Because, to me and my daughter and my family are travelling 12 hours a day to come to the club.
Respect your
and when they get home tonight and they're on the 20 grand a week and they're driving the Range Rovers and they get in front of the fire, they'll forget about it. But we'll still be on the train going home tonight.
Right.
So
that's the love you've got for Sunderland and the respect of your Parliament.
That's it.
We're something to die about.
That's what we do.
Big changes are needed, aren't there?
Yeah.
Massive changes are needed.
Big changes are needed, but the main thing is we love Sunderland and we always will Sunderland, and until we die we'll be Sunderland. That's it. That's the main thing. It's
just sad because this is a huge club and it could go places if it was ambitious, but I've got my doubts with KLD now. I have for a while, and it is what it is.
It is. We just, at the end of the day, we want them to put in what we put in as fans into the club and the players like we do. That's it. You can't ask for anymore.
You just got to give 100%. That's all you ask, isn't it? As a season call, all you ask is to give 100% and they don't drop their heads and just give up.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It's the cowards we out, man. It's cowards we out.
That's it. Yeah, and we appreciate your time.
No, but I appreciate. Honestly, respect me. Respect for
We'll get on the train now. Hopefully they won't be cancelled. Because sometimes we get home at 2 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah. That's respect, pal. Yeah.
Cheers, pal.
Harry. Take care, love, Harry. Take care. SFC fans react. The fan score was 10. I didn't check. Was it Sunderland 1, Blackburn 5?
Finished 5-1. Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
6-goal thriller.
Gary, obviously I haven't spoken to you for a while, but there's a lot to talk about. First of all, before we come to the 5-1 game, it was confirmed by Nick Barnes. I'll speak to Nick, and hopefully when it comes out, £20 million loan by KLD. What do you think's going on there?
I don't know, if I'm being honest.
Why do you think you take a £20 million loan out?
Well, all the rumours are that he's got this trust fund and all this money behind him. Why would you take a loan? Is it a loan or is it investment from somebody?
But he can't see. He can't. If he's a billionaire, people remember this. He can't. You can put 100 million in the club. He can't do that. He's got to use whatever money's coming from the club, hasn't he?
Yeah.
You've got to spend beyond your means.
I've got to be honest.
Do you know what I mean?
I don't know.
That's the way it works.
I've no idea what it's
the 20
about.
million, obviously, it seems to be he's getting a £20 million loan to put into the overall club.
Yeah.
I'm
but
thinking
the club pays it back after a period.
Yeah.
Easy for me to say because I don't know the ins and outs, but we should have money in the bank.
Well,
exactly. If you think about the transfers.
And if we just wait, this summer you've got Jack Clark, 25 million. Probably get Ballard, 20 million.
Yeah.
Dan Neil's going to go possibly.
Well, even the likes of
Patterson.
Lahadji.
So why did he take 20? That's his one.
He must have reduced wages, losing the likes of Pritchard.
This is what I mean.
So why do we need a loan?
Yeah.
I mean, is it a loan for investment? I don't know. I don't know the ins and outs of it.
Obviously, the subscribers, when I talk to Nick Barnes, hopefully when he comes out, he'll tell us exactly. I'll narrow it down. I'll do a separate video, and he'll tell us exactly what it means. But it's definitely confirmed that he's taking a £20 million loan out.
I don't understand that.
Yeah.
Look, Shaun, in terms of the model and everything else, I've got a lot of sympathy with KLD and what I think he's trying to do. In terms of building something long term.
Yeah. And it's going to need patience along the way. Is that what you mean?
But at the moment, I do think they're taking the piss.
Oh, God.
Because
it does look that way, doesn't it?
Because, look, we're just in this position where we're just watching the season peter out. Mm-hmm. We didn't invest in January as we should have done. Beale was a disaster, but to sack him after 13 games, to me, you might as well have given him a bit longer.
Why was Beale appointed though? Speakman, that's surely on Speakman. He made that appointment.
Yeah.
So why has he made that appointment when he knew the fans were so against it? You've got to sort of have a bit. You know what I mean?
I've got no idea. The thing that gets me most of all, Shaun, as I'm stood there, is we all know football's about momentum.
Yeah,
if you're not going forward, you're going back.
Yeah.
And I think this season we've put the brakes on.
Yeah.
We've not progressed as we should. We've not brought in quality. We didn't replace Mowbray with anybody better.
Yeah.
And we talked about progression. So where's that left us? Well, Beale was a step backwards. Putting Dodds in charge at the end of the season, a step backwards.
Yeah.
What are we doing? Well, because we've lost all momentum.
Well, this is what I'm saying.
And unless something significant changes in the summer, you know what's happening next season.
They're going to lose a lot of season cards, I think, anyway, regardless of what happens. I mean, you're getting Luke 19 sending you emails. It's obviously they've tried to do that to get people to renew because he sends all the supporters got an email from him. So that tells me they're sort of looking desperate because they know that they're going to take hit with the season cards. Yeah. But
do you know
that's
the
their
bottom line
fault.
is,
That's
Shaun?
their fault.
They're asking us to fork out for season. Look, we've got good prices,
Yeah.
but they're asking us to buy season cards to watch an under-21 team.
But that's it. Basically,
That's what we're watching.
That's it. I mean, the average age of the squad, it was 21.9. Could be a little bit older now. So you're 22. 22. You're never going to win there. Get promoted with average. You need to bring in experienced-wise heads. You need some leaders in there.
It's
We haven't got any.
absolute naivety in
you know
that
what I mean?
team at the moment. Absolute naivety. And when Gooch came out the other week and he said, last season, two seasons ago, you're looking at the likes of Dan Ballard, Dan Neil,
Yeah.
and they needed help.
Yeah.
Now they're the senior players.
Yeah.
Who's helping them? They're still only, 20, 21, 22? There's no experience. What did he do when he went 4-1 down, or 4-0 down? He brought on the likes of Dak and Clark, because that's the only experience
That's the
we've
experience
got.
we had. Yeah.
And we're bringing off a 16-year-old. I mean, it's just across the pitch.
Yeah.
Echo is bloody awful
Well,
today.
he has. Do you know what? He's annoyed me this
I thought he
season.
played well on Friday, but one good game, one bad game.
Yeah. He's annoyed me. Do you know what? I sort of look at him and he's born idle. Like his awareness, if his surroundings around him. You've got to know on a football pitch, right?
Yeah.
Like you shouldn't need the crowd to see a man on. You should know if you get the ball.
Yeah.
Check behind, check your shoulder, and see if there's anybody around you. He just doesn't seem to be switched on at all.
I think he's naive.
Aye.
Really naive. I mean, Mowbray said he needs to kick up the arse from time to time. But everything today just didn't come off for the lad. Do you know what? I thought we started well first 20 minutes. But once we go... I mean, this is the other thing about young players.
Yeah.
You goal behind and they go missing.
That's it.
There isn't that experience to slow the game down.
Midfield's too easy to run through the defence.
Yeah,
And
it is.
they're not tracking the runners. The defending. They are saying the mistake. The two goals come from Roberts. He slipped for the first one, come down the left, and then the other one he give the ball. Well, he give the ball away. He got intercepted for the second one. And it's mistakes.
naivety.
It's mistakes all the time. I like
And we're
Roberts.
getting punished for it.
I like Roberts. I think he's a skillful player, but he needs to remember when he loses, he gets back straight away.
he's off it
He just
today.
tries too much for
I'm
me.
a big fan, but
he tries
he's
too
off
much,
it
Gary.
today. I agree with that. I'd rather have him in than Bar every time, but he's naive. We've just got a team full of naive
I'm
footballers.
just checking the table as well, because I haven't done this.
Still in 12th, unless Bristol City have gone above us. I think we're still in 12th somehow.
Just see if I can get a connection right. We are 13th at the minute.
13th now,
And there's
somebody's
6
gone
games
out.
left. Sorry, there's 6 games. I said 7 now. We've got 6 games left. We're not going to go down. We're going to try and finish strong.
Yeah, but look who we've got coming up. We've got West Brom, we've got Leeds.
Mike Dodds and all this background stuff. I mean, would you bring the coach in now so he can see what players he wants in the summer?
I'm thinking that's why we've been linked to Heckingbottom at the weekend, because I presume they're not prepared to wait till the summer. And they're thinking they're bringing somebody in early.
And he's had 2 promotions with
That's
Sheffield
what he's
United. There's
got.
2 automatic promotions. A lot of people on Twitter was against it, but what's your feelings on that Higginbottom? I'm
I
not
think
sure.
what worries me,
Yeah.
and he comes across quite well, but what worries me is he's there because he ticks boxes.
Yeah.
You can see why he's attractive
Yeah.
to Speakman, but
Yeah.
I'm looking for something a bit better than that. I'm
yeah.
looking for somebody young and exciting. and
Will Still has been.
Will Still, but
he's
I
free
don't
in the
know
summer.
enough about him,
I
so-
know, I don't either. And all the Sunderland fans are raving about him, but I'm not really sure about that either, Gary, if I'm being honest. But I mean, there's rumours that we're going to allow the coach to come in and bring his background stuff, and so that means Mike Dodds might be getting moved on. I think that's going to be the right way forward. And I think this coach should be allowed to see maybe even a 50-50 see if it's Speakman's going to be there, and he's going to see I'm going to have half the say, you can have half the say, then make him halfway.
I think the bottom line is, I keep hearing stuff come out of the directors and whatever, whether it's Leo Pearlman, I think, said something recently about it's not for the want of trying. KLD's still a young bloke.
Yeah.
And I suppose this is Speakman's first proper club in terms of being director of football.
Yeah.
I can make allowances for that, but they're supposed to have some wise heads around
Well,
them.
that's it.
And I'm wondering where the wise heads are
there's
right
none.
now.
There's none from the top, really, is there?
No.
I mean, Speakman, if you look at him, I mean, people keep mentioning this when he was at Blackburn. So when he was at Birmingham, he sort of ran the academy in the ground, and he sort of in the end they went up, didn't they? Either the stroll in the end. So there's a lot of people think that's where this is going to go.
Again, with the model being led, being thoughtful, bringing young players through, I'm with it so far. But what we're seeing at the moment, again, is we're putting out an under-21 team and expecting them to compete.
That's it.
And without a striker.
Well, that's what I'm saying. The last 2 windows have been pretty abysmal, haven't they?
Yeah.
They have. I mean,
We all know what we needed.
Yeah.
We all know what we needed. Even what do you call him? Beale said it at the weekend.
Yeah.
He said everybody in the club knows what's needed, but they won't pay for it.
An experienced midfielder, an experienced striker was needed.
Yeah.
Was an absolute, we needed them 2 players first of all before you even thought about kids. They're going to need to change this model thing.
Look at the difference Moore's made to Ipswich. He's gone in and they've gone top of the league.
That's it. Yeah.
So there's no good news for me.
You can stop that one where people say when you get promoted like last season, you get promoted from League One, you can't get promoted. Can they not? Ipswich is top of the league. You just can't show if you just push that boat out, if you do the things right, Well,
they've kept the feel-good factor going as well, haven't they?
Of course they
got
have.
A bit of momentum.
Of course they have. We did last season to a certain extent, didn't we?
Yeah.
But
I don't think they wanted to go up last season. I don't think they wanted to go up last season. I think they're trying to work on the back the back end of things.
I thought it was Alex Neil. He's coming back.
And I don't think they want to go up, and I don't think they're ready. But we've lost all momentum. So again, somebody's got to put the brakes on. Something's got to turn it around.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you finish this season in the doldrums.
Yeah.
You don't sell the season cards.
Yeah.
You can't then sell the club to new players.
Yeah.
You start the next season badly.
It's going to go
We're in a relegation.
It's going to go toxic, isn't it?
Toxic very, very.
It's going to go toxic very quick.
And that's where I think we're at. So he needs to turn it around. And I thought some of the young players coming in, I would like to see Tommy Watson given a go.
Yeah.
And 1 or 2 others like that. But as it stands at the moment, we just look naive.
We do.
Even the better players today, heads are down. Didn't want it. 4-1 down and shoulders are slumped.
Massive summer, Gary. I love your input in for Sunderland. You're a passionate guy. I want to try and get you involved more on the channel because I'm struggling to sort of with me work.
I'm lost at the moment. I'm lost to know. The end of season can't come soon enough. I mean, the weird thing is this game today. When I looked at the fixtures, I thought, there's a win there.
Fancy this off. That's a 3-1.
Blackburn have been poor.
That's a 3-1.
And they've done us comfortably.
We've made Blackburn look like Real Madrid, Man City today. Let's be honest. I mean, no disrespect to Blackburn. I watched them against Newcastle, and you were absolutely brilliant. But the league tables are there for a reason, and Blackburn haven't been very good this season. And we made them look.
I thought today was a home banker, so it shows what I know. So Bristol City Saturday, Leeds away. I mean, I'm going to Leeds, and obviously living in Yorkshire, I just want us to come away with a bit of pride. But you look at today and you think what Leeds could do.
Yorkshire pride, they could really tear us a new one, couldn't they?
You think of the pace they've got?
Because I really think Leeds are the best side in the league. You could see that. You could see Leicester, Ipswich is up, Southampton. But
I agree with you. I think they have been. So I'm wondering West Brom. Who we've got after that? We've got Watford away, maybe.
Sheffield Wednesday last game of the season at Millwall.
You've got to start picking up points somewhere. Just anything, just to turn it around, get the feel good. But anything.
I'm just totally
put the brakes onto where we are. It's miserable at the moment. And when you look around, I don't know whether you were still in at that point when they announced the attendance, 42,000.
42,000.
And there was I don't know what. Not even half of that in the ground at the time.
About 25, 26 or something.
And we know people are passionate, but they expect something back. And what we got today, it's letting the fans down. And Speakman's letting the fans down, and KLD's letting the fans down.
Big
and they have been since Mowbray went. And if they don't turn it around, then like you say, it gets toxic, and it's deserved because it's self-inflicted.
It is, mate. It is. Thanks for your time, Gary. Always a pleasure. Love your input.
Shambolic got nothing but positive.
Mate, how can you be positive after a game? You know what I mean? SFC fans react. Dave, the regular. Dave, 40 games gone. Sunderland's biggest home defeat of the season lands at the feet of Blackburn Rovers. Sunderland 1 and Blackburn Rovers 5. Abysmal, pathetic, gutless, spineless display by Sunderland this afternoon.
2 things first. First of all, I don't believe any player goes on the pitch and says, "Tell you what, I'll be half for today." I don't believe that. And secondly, like I said to you after the Stoke game last year, I don't think there's any point in going in the dressing room and shouting and bawling at people. Tell them to go home, come back, and we'll try and sort it out. Fortunately, we won on Friday, and it looks as if we're all right. But if the people upstairs think that is going to sell season cards, they've got a serious problem.
Serious problem ahead. Serious. Well, for me, when you got Luke 19 sending you emails, did you got the
yes,
email?
Yes, I did.
Obviously, they're going to go around the players. And then, like, Luke 19, love his passion, this, that, and the other.
So do I.
When the email comes through, I thought, Luke 19 emails, and I think, right, he's emailed everybody. I thought it was special. I thought it was special for about 2 minutes. Who was that, Dave?
But, it's one of those, isn't it?
But look, Dave, we'll talk about the game first, and we'll come on to the 20 million loan by KLD. But the game today, I mean, you know, if you're going to make mistakes, you know, at any level in football, you'll get punished.
Yes.
Patty Roberts slipped the first one. Maybe he's thinking, but the second one, he gives the ball away. I think he's done that a few times, and he's not tracking back. You know.
No. You see, you come and you think. I mean, I thought today they would probably play Patrick Roberts instead of Barr because you know he likes to shift it around a little bit when there's games in short succession, which is fine. But it looked to me today that Roberts wasn't. Well, he certainly wasn't match fit. Clark wasn't match fit when he came on. They're not going to be. They can't be. But in terms of the game, it was just so easy to pass through or over the top of her. And it's just, you know, I mean, what can you say? You can't say nothing about it because there's nowhere to go with it.
But Dave, I mean, when we went 2-0 down, right, we were showing a bit of fight and we thought we could have nicked the goal for half-time. At half-time, Mike Dodds has a team talk, and then you think, oh, well, if we get the next goal, you never know. And then what happens?
We give it one away straight away.
We give them a goal on the 48th minute, and it's 3-0, and then all the fans go out.
But
the fans, it starts to get a bit toxic. I'm thinking, one thing you don't do is try and concede the next goal, you know, especially with the way it was in the Madou, and then the fourth one's, and it's game over anyway.
Oh, it's game over anyway.
It's game over 4-0.
I've just mentioned there before, to me, where signs of inability to do the job properly. We'll concede the fourth, and he's got 3 substitutes to come on. What's the point?
Yep.
And one of them's Clark. No point.
Yeah.
You may get the kid injured again. What's the point?
Just basic.
It just to me doesn't make any sense whatsoever. And the thing is, I said to somebody beside me today, although I think Dodds talks a good fight on the whole, he always comes out and he says, "We've got good players in the dressing room."
Yeah.
Well, maybe he should get those ones on the pitch then.
I think what we take with this though, Dave, with Mike Dodds is he's shown that he's not capable.
He's not capable.
He's not capable. And I think if there's rumours that the coach will bring in, and he's allowed to bring his backroom stuff, and I think Mike Dodds will be gone. Look, at the end of the day,
it's got to happen.
I think when the coach comes in, he has to have a say on the transfers as well.
It'll only happen as soon as they start not getting the money in. When people say, "Well, I'm not paying God knows what."
Not when you win for next season.
You know,
things like that you mean.
Well, as I say, you cannot say very much about it. As for the 20 million loan, I don't know who's the loan from.
Well, I don't know the full ins and outs, but I'm hoping I can get Nick Barnes. He normally, I'll wait here for him because it was the one we talked about on
Radio Newcastle.
Radio Newcastle. Yeah. It's definitely true. We confirmed it. I just want to get the ins and outs of it, and obviously when you watch it back, you'll be able to see Nick Barnes. Yeah. Hopefully, I'll get my hands on him. He normally sees us and he'll come over. But to me, I mean, everybody's saying the way the club's getting run, it's getting run on low wages. I think we're 4th or 5th lowest wage in the championship. The season card sales, the sponsorship deals, things like that. Surely we haven't spent much money really. The players we've brought in have been used by obviously the Ross Stewart, that transfer, and the other Isaac Lihaji, Lennon Gooch, Pritchard. Yeah. So when we haven't spent any money there, and you think, so I'm just thinking if he's putting 20 million into the club. Because he can't use his own money, that's what I think.
The point is, though, it's cart before the horse. There's absolutely no point in getting all this money and doing a great job and getting the ground nice and everything's great. The floodlights are fantastic, but nobody's here because the team's awful. It's no good doing that. It's no use. You know? It's cart before the horse. And I said to Michael just before there, it's a few years ago the guy died now, but I had a very good friend who always said the one thing: if you get the green bit right, the rest follows. And that's the fact. If you get things on the pitch right, everything else comes into place. Yeah. Anyway,
Dave.
That's me.
I know you seem not deflated. We normally can speak for long. I think you just.
Well, I don't think there's very much to talk about.
There's not me,
to be honest, Shaun.
We'll still be here next season, though. I'll still be talking to you in years to come. And people, you know what? People love your input. I've got to say that. Do you read the comments or not? Everybody, there's a lot of people speak, and a lot of people love your input on Sunderland Football Club. So you're well liked out there, and I love you to bits as well. All right, pal. All right, buddy. Ian is on SAFC Fans React. Ian, an absolute Shambolic display by Sunderland this afternoon.
Yeah, absolutely atrocious.
Yeah, I mean,
No words, is there?
no, I'm finding it hard to even.
And Blackburn are crap, really.
Well, I mean, they're down there for a reason.
Yeah,
They haven't won for a while either, have
No,
they?
they haven't. No, they're crap.
Yes, I'm seeing them. For me, this look like a League Two team, really.
Shambles, absolute shambles.
From the club top to bottom, it's rotten to the core at the minute.
With no subs on or out half time, it's 3 subs on.
Unbelievable. I mean, it's just the first 2 goals come from mistakes. I think most of the goals come from mistakes, don't they?
Yeah.
And you make mistakes and then you're getting punished. But I just said there, making Blackburn look like a Man City of Real Madrid, Barcelona.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? That's how bad we are.
Yeah, awful.
But I mean, KLD, have you had the rumours about KLD taking a £20 million loan out as well?
Yeah, I believe so, yeah. I don't know what that's all about.
What's your feelings on that?
I've no idea. I don't know what it's all about. Yeah, must be poorest millionaire in the world.
Billionaire. He's supposed to be the poorest billionaire.
Yeah.
But it doesn't look good. I mean, they're saying that with this model, we getting players on cheap and we're selling players on. So really, we should be hitting profits. So we shouldn't be in any danger of FFP. No. So why is taking out a £20 million loan? I'll speak to Nick Barnes later, and I'll be able to get exactly. He'll be able to tell us exactly what narrow it down. But it's not good. This football club. Is it 6 games ago now? I think, was it 7?
Yeah, too many. This is my last game this season.
You got enough?
Yeah, well, I live in Preston, so.
Oh, right. Are you coming back next season? Or?
Oh, yeah, we'll come back.
No. I've got 4 weeks to decide whether I'm going to renew.
Yeah,
but
it's been terrible.
It's painful.
Disaster.
Painful.
Should never have sat more.
Who's to blame? The board sat in Mowbray?
Yeah, should never have sat more.
Do you think getting rid of Mowbray?
Should have bought a decent centre forward.
Yeah, didn't do it.
Centre forwards he signed. Like a crap.
That's what the team is lacking. It's experience, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's full of kids.
Yeah.
And you can see as soon as the heads go down.
Yeah.
They need somebody to instruct them, and do you know what I mean? We haven't got it.
There's no words. Gutted today. Oh, terrible.
Not good.
Coming from Blackburn fans as well. So when I get home.
I know. Right, cheers for your time, pal.
Cheers,
Cheers, mate. Have a good.
All right.
Take care, buddy. Sunderland 1, Blackburn Rovers 5. What's your name first of all, mate?
My name's Ben.
What's your name, my pal?
Ruben.
Lads, it's a pretty gutless display by Sunderland. Yeah. I think is that the biggest defeat of the season at home so far, with 6 games to go. It's as bad as it gets. Where to go on this afternoon?
I thought it was absolutely dreadful, and I'm being genuine at this point. I could see us getting relegated if we keep going that way. Like, I can't. They're not even a good team as well. We just looked absolutely dreadful, and there was no I thought Jack Clark would make the difference, but he didn't really make much of a difference. I think he still needs to get fully fit. Yeah, I don't think he's match fit yet. Yeah. But I think we need a new head coach, but it's not the right time to get one, and it's just awful. I don't understand what he's trying to do with the club at this point.
You're referring to KLD?
Pardon?
Are you referring to the owner KLD? Is that what you're?
Yeah. I'm referring to him, and I can't see why he sacked Mowbray as well. I don't understand that, because he was such a good manager, and then all of a sudden it was just out that he was sacked for absolutely no reason.
Do you think that's coming back to a little bit to bite us, getting rid of Mowbray? Do you think maybe they should have kept Mowbray, give him a little bit more time?
Yeah, he deserved a lot more time, and there must be something going on behind the scenes, because you wouldn't just sack a manager as good as that who's just got a League One team to the playoffs. Yeah. But I thought it was absolutely dreadful today. And
it was. Ruben, let's get you in a second. Are you all right? Not very good idea, was it?
Basically nothing, because the only thing that I'm happy with is that I just got Sunderland top, and
you're just getting the Sunderland top, but you feel like putting it in the bin.
I thought Joe would make a difference, but he might make a difference soon, because Freddie Hughes might have been there, and if he's there, you might see him and might get along with each other, and then it might turn out good.
Yeah, it wasn't very good, was it? It was 6 games to go, though. I mean, I'm trying to be positive, but you can't be positive. You can't be positive about that idea. I don't know if you heard any rumours, but there was rumours circulating about that the owner, Kirill Lewis-Dreyfus, is taking out a £20 million loan. It was confirmed by Nick Barnes on BBC Radio Newcastle this afternoon. I mean, for me, that's I don't understand why they're taking out a loan when they're saying this model is to bring the young kids in and sell them on, In the summer, they're going to get a lot of money off Jack Clark, and Dan Neil could go, Patterson, Ballard.
Obviously, it's the worst time to take out, 20 million as a loan because, your club's getting beat every week and, we've just been whacked by a team like 18th in the league or something like that. And honestly, it's fallen apart, and what we need is someone with a bit of experience because we're getting all these young kids in, but they need someone who's like 26, 28, who's got a bit of experience in them and that can help them learn what they need to learn.
I've said that in prior interviews when we're desperate. The average age of the squad, you know what it is? The average age of the squad. It is
like 23 or something.
21.9 it was to the win. It might be 22 now, but that, for me, and everybody can say that the average age, 22, you're not going to get promoted with that. It's not going to happen. You need some wise heads in there. In the summer, even in the January window, there's a chance for Speakman and Harvey to bring in some experience. They chose not to again. You know what I mean? They could have brought in a midfielder, somebody, a wise head, a striker who's got proven goals there. Didn't do it.
I think also as well, we're selling off, or they sold off Danny Batt a while ago. I think he was a bit of a helping. Obviously, him and Ballard were quality. He had that bit of experience, and they also
last season wasn't he? Ballard?
Exactly, yeah. And then they sold Ross Stewart as well. I understand that he was getting injured, but he had the experience of scoring goals in him. And then they weren't. And I thought I thought it was reasonable to sell him because he was getting injured. But then if you're just going to go buy a load of young lads that don't have the goals in them,
experience.
you're gonna need that experience in them, and you're gonna need someone who can put it in the net.
Well, that's it. You think in this summer we're signing 4 strikers, right? One a couple of strikers. We're signing 4, so right. But each one of them were all young lads, yeah. Mason Burstow, Meander, who's just gone out on loan, Rousson, and who's the other one? Louis Hemea. We signed 4 strikers. Not one of them really. Let's be honest, not disrespectful. Not one of them really is capable of coming in now and scoring the goals.
Yeah.
That's on the ownership and the recruitment.
Yeah. Honestly, I think if you're gonna go sign all these young lads, you're gonna need someone who can kind of help them. And it's they can't do it on their own. And Mason Burstow's been absolutely useless. I'm being genuine. He's awful.
We could buy more.
I think Lewis. I think there's some of them. I thought Rouston, there's a bit in him where
he does
he
a lot
could.
of runs, doesn't he?
Yeah.
He does graft, yeah.
And then obviously there's the 2 others I think who could do with quite a lot of work. Lewis Hemmers. He's tall. He's lanky. But he can't do anything.
He looks lazy, doesn't he? He looks like he's just not interested.
He didn't look interested enough.
Yeah.
But you're going to need as well, as well as the strikers, you're going to need someone behind him like Danny Batt, who's going to fight for the badge, who's going to fight till the end. They look like they're giving up, basically.
Well, why did we let Danny Batt go? Why did we let Lyndon Gooch go?
Exactly.
Right? Why did we let Pritchard go?
Exactly, yeah.
And there was somebody else. There was 4 experienced people we've let go. And I'll tell you why we let them go, because they were high earners, high for us, for these penny pinchers, high earners, and they want to bring the wage bill right down. Yeah, that's why they let them go.
Yeah. To be honest, in a couple of years' time, when obviously Jack Clark and Dan Neil and Anthony Patterson, if you're going to keep them, and if your aim's to keep them and not sell them, which probably isn't, but in a couple of years' time, they'll be asking for most of the money, because obviously they'll be really, really good. But they'll want loads and loads of money, they'll want stuff we can't afford if we're not gonna, do something about it now. Because as an owner of a football club, you're gonna have to pay out money to make your football club good at the end of the day. So there's no point going after
spot on.
just literally paying the lowest you can, because that's just going to make a rubbish club.
You mean you've got to show some ambition and
Exactly.
Ipswich have done this season.
Exactly,
Ipswich of getting promoted from League One last season, right? And all the Sunderland fans say, you can't get those promotions. Yes, you can if you get everything right.
Exactly.
They're top of the league now.
Top players.
And they went up and got Moa. I mean, they pushed the boat out. These will not push the boat out. They're not taking any chances. Exactly. You've got to sometimes take a chance.
You're right there, to be fair. You've got to take with money in a football club, you've got to take a risk. Sometimes you can't always go for the cheapest things, because they're gonna constantly, to win stuff, you're gonna have to put the money in, and to get the money back. And that's just how it works, really. You're not gonna get anywhere if you're not gonna do anything about it. If you're just gonna sit there and pay the lowest you can, that's what that's what you're going to get out of it.
Obviously, managers. I don't know if there's anybody you'd like to see come in, but I mean, I've been speaking about Will Still. He's out of contract in the summer, and Higginbottom is out of a job at the moment. He obviously ticks the boxes because he wouldn't cost any money compensation.
Hopefully they'd come soon enough.
Yeah.
So would you have any? Would you have Will Still or Higginbottom? Would you have any of them too?
My number one would be Will Still because he looked absolutely quality. I just like how he plays. His squad. I don't watch a lot of him, but I like
how
his
teams do with it.
I like how he's performing, and I'd take Heckingbottom with his his experience.
He's got 2 promotions from
exactly.
Sheffield. He's been promoted twice, so yeah.
Yeah, so we need someone who's got experience in the Championship. We need someone who when we had Alex Neil, he had been at Norwich and stuff.
And got promoted with Norwich.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Makes a lot of sense, this guy.
We need someone who's got a bit. I think only problem with Will Still, he doesn't have any Championship experience.
That's my worry. For me, it's a bit of a risk because he hasn't got that experience. He's done it in France and this, that, and he speaks a lot of languages. But is that not a risk because it's a young squad? And that's what I'm thinking. It could be. Maybe you need a safe pair of hands at this moment in time.
Yeah, you need. I think getting beat every week like that. It's dreadful out there. You're going to need someone who can come in and has that experience. He knows what he's going to do, and he knows how to get promoted and what he done last time to get promoted.
Then you mean Mane?
He keeps on seeing Mane.
Mane's my favourite player.
He's your favourite player. We would love to get Mane, but it's not going to happen. But anyway, moving on. Is there any positives out of the game this afternoon? Anything at all?
I thought Chris Rigg looked quite good again. I think he got the goal, didn't he?
Yeah.
Not a lot of positives, to be fair. Jack Clark's back, but he didn't look quite match fit.
Maybe he's not match fit. Yeah, is he not match fit?
I don't think he's match fit. I think he needs to be in training a bit more, get more done in training, a bit of extra work in training, and then he'll be match fit. And they need to bring him in a bit later in the game. I'm thinking last 10 minutes, not straight after half time.
He might start the next game because he might be more time.
More tired.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With 5-1, it's not good. It's not good at all.
Getting battered. Exactly. Yeah. I think today, honestly, when I was on the way here, I actually had my hopes up because I thought I couldn't obviously watch it against Cardiff, but they looked quite good. How Sheesh and Job scoring, but I think obviously just before that we had a 6-game losing streak, didn't we?
Yeah, we lost 6, then we drew 1, then stopped the rot a little bit, but then you win 1, you're thinking, oh well.
Yeah.
I think they need a bit of confidence. They need a couple winning streaks. They need maybe 2 or 3 games on the bounce. These last couple games are absolutely crucial. To get top 10 or something. I think playoffs are long gone now.
They were gone before. They were gone. When we lost them 6 games, that was when truly gone.
That was when they were rubbish.
They looked absolutely dreadful today, and there's something that needs to change. They need a bit more life in them. They need a bit more like fight until the end.
So Will's still in the summer, and if he gets the button, we need to deliver next season, don't we?
Exactly. Yeah. They need to. It's crucial that they deliver next season. If they start, I think the start's crucial as well next season, because if they get on a bad start, their confidence will drop straight away, and they'll start losing more and more games, and it'll just be back to old Sunderland getting beat every week.
Yeah.
But they need first 4 games. They're going to need at least a win by a couple goals to give them that really big confidence to think, especially on the ball as well. They're not there was a lot of it passing it around. I think Jack Clark was the only one who was properly having a dribble at them, and they need a bit of confidence to say, you know what, I'm going to have a dribble at them, because there's a couple of players in that team, like Job. On the day they could dribble it aside and take a shot off. But yeah.
Moving on anyway, I'll just been a long interview. Star performer for Sunderland, if there's anybody.
At the minute, probably Chris Rigg. I know he's young, but he's doing well. I think there's no one else.
Who do you think, mate, your best player today for Sunderland?
I'd say.
You're going to see a morning. Joby, you think Joby was the best player? Right, cheers your time, lads. It was a long one. Something to die. Keep your heads up, alright. Never know. We might do it next season.
Yeah.
Dave the Rave is back on SFC Fans React. Dave.
It was a poor game today, like, and it was by 5-1 and that. We need Spackman out, and then they definitely need KLF. We definitely need them two out.
Statement's got to go, you think?
Aye.
You had enough of them?
Aye, enough of KLF day and all. We need a hard chairman and a hard manager and some hard players. What we need to do better than that.
That today was as bad as it gets.
The worst game.
5-1 at home.
The worst game I do. We should have put the cats and dogs playing football today. They play better. They play better than singing that. If we played them, we probably would have won.
Do you know what? That squad is average age of 21.9, 22 to be precise. Yeah, well, whatever. That you're not going to get promoted with an average
we're
age
not
score
getting
of 22.
in the playoffs this season.
It's not going to happen.
No, we're not getting the playoffs and that. We're still not safe yet. We're still thinking it's not safe. That about no two wins have probably stopped up with that.
I think we'll be all right. I think obviously we're 11 points from the bottom three. I think we'll be all right. But look, let's just get this season out.
And get start fresh next season and get fresh.
Have you heard about KLD taking the £20 million loan out?
Loan?
Yeah.
No, I didn't even know.
You heard about it?
No.
Right, well, according to BBC Newcastle, Nick Barnes, he took £20 million loan out. I don't know what that's for. It doesn't look good. That
probably giving that you need to pay that back. Remember me mum
and the club will pay that back.
Thinking that too. I hope we get some better players in the summer and that and get to do that. Get the river, get the river. Yeah, hallelujah. Right, I'll see you on the next game.
Cheers for your time, dear. Cheers, pal. Harriet is on SFC Fans React. It was the mascot this afternoon. How did you enjoy the experience of that? Because the game wasn't very good, was it?
Well, the game was shite, but we played. I think what's he called? Luke O'Neill played well.
Yeah. You thought Luke O'Neill played well?
Yeah, and Dan Neil.
Well,
but I think we need a striker in.
Need a striker. I think we need 4 new defenders after today's performance and a new keeper.
No, I know.
But wasn't a very good deal, was it? No. But what do you think missing? Do you think we need a striker?
Striker.
Yeah.
And more new defenders.
New defenders. I mean, there's 6 games left. We're 11 points from the bottom 3. We should be all right there. We're not going to get relegated now, but the season, I think everybody's just sponsored over now, don't they?
At least we won 2-0 on Friday.
Yeah, we did. We won 2-0 on Friday, but it's just, 1 step forward, 2 steps back, and this is our biggest defeat of the season. So it's not going to go down well, is it, with the fans? But you'll be here next season?
Yeah.
Season card holder?
Yeah.
What was your experience with being on the pitch and being the mascot then, was it?
It was really good.
Really good, yeah?
I've been, it's my first experience and I would rate it 10 out of 10, like for my first
10 out of 10, yeah. Was it loud? Was it loud on the pitch? Could you hear the fans? Not really.
I could hear the song, the anthem.
The anthem at the start, aye.
That was loud.
Aye. So who was your star performer?
Well, I walked out with Joe, but I love Dan Neil.
Dan Neil, so who's your favourite player?
Dan Neil.
And what do you think next season? We need to try and get in the top 6 next season, don't we?
Definitely.
Yeah. Right, cheers for your time, alright? Thanks for coming on.
Thank you.
Cheers. Joe and Sam on SFC Fans React, lads. Is that as bad as it gets this afternoon? Painful display by Sunderland.
Aye, that was poor, that like, wasn't it?
Absolutely shocking.
Do you know what? The first 20 minutes, they looked really poor, and we just totally buckled and folded, didn't we?
It was. Do you know what? We made Blackburn look like Real Madrid, Liverpool, Man City. Do you know what I mean? That's how, they're not even a good side. They won 5-1.
Sammy Swaddick, good player, but as soon as he got the ball, it looked like he was going to score every time, but we just folded, didn't we? Absolutely folded.
Harry Styles, whatever he's called, Callum Styles, he's absolutely hopeless,
Patrick Roberts, poor again.
You don't have to beat a man, just pass the ball, just run with it. You're not going to wriggle between a gap that big.
Yeah.
Mundell had space the full first half on the left. No one was looking for him. Ekwa trying to play people through. Ivan Needle, just relax, will you?
Relax. You heard the rumour as well.